Hello and welcome to ARK, the complete series. Well, as you can see, we're about to embark on Genesis 1. So this is a simulator. It's not an actual ARK that we're going to. We've been through the island, we've been through Scorched Earth, we've been through Aberration, and we've just finished Extinction. Well, kind of. I mean, we've managed to do the Gamma King Titan. We still need to do the Beta and the Alpha King Titan. So they're a bit of outstanding work. We need to go back and finish those off. But because we've ascended, we can now do this Genesis 1. Now you can see there's bits of the map already filled in. That's just because I did actually have a bit of a play around with Genesis when it first came out with a completely different character. So your computer actually records information. So this character I'm on, it hasn't actually gone to Genesis 1, and this is a completely new server. So the only reason we're seeing all this is just because I was actually testing out Genesis 1 just for giggles when it first came out, just to see what it was like with a completely new character. And it was a case of, I think it's better to experience it with a character who's been through, all the progress and has got a genuine reason for coming here. Basically, it's definitely interesting if you don't. So that is interesting, I must admit, where it says base, because there isn't one. Now then, choices. I must admit, it says the bug is easy, and I found it to be an absolute pain, just because of the swarms of midges or whatever they were. They just kept hassling you. I mean, I found a way around dealing with that, but I just didn't like it. So the plan is we're actually going to head over to the ocean. Even though it says hard, that's where I want to go. Because, well, we've been through all these other maps. I mean, why start from scratch? I want to bring things with me. So we're going to find out somewhere here where we can spawn.
Hello, I'm HLNA, a fractal personality designed to be your guide. Just listen to me and you won't get yourself killed. Probably. I knew this too. Any landing you can walk away from is a good one, huh? Welcome to the Genesis simulation. Here you'll be tested across 5 biomes, each with its own dangers and rewards. I'll be with you every step of the way. Interact with me when you want to teleport from one biome to another, or when you want to spend some of the hexagons you'll earn for completing missions. Those missions are how the simulation tests you, how you'll prove you're the ultimate survivor. First though, we have some exploring ahead of us. Ready to go?
Well, yeah, in the sense that, what the heck are we doing over here? We're supposed to be going to the water biome, not here. Where have you gone? Right, I want to get out of here. I don't want to be here. This is a crazy place to be. Try that place over there then. Are you gonna teleport me? Hello? Anybody in? See that one there? That's where we want to go to. Ooh. Ah, right. I haven't been specific enough. I don't care. I'm freezing to death here.
Teleport.
Ow! This is not good. This is terrible. I'm gonna get kicked out into space. Well, seriously, this is not helping me one iota. Seriously, I'm not gonna get very far if I just keep getting. This is not helping. I must admit, this is something I've found is rather new. Oh, this is something I've found rather new when it comes to ARK, in the sense that whenever my character, that's an existing character, spawns onto a new map, doesn't matter doesn't matter really where I actually tell the game I want to spawn. It always puts me somewhere completely different. Where have you gone? Oh, great. This is not helping me. What? Oh, Struth. Yeah, it's weird because I mean, whenever I do like Extinction, I always end up in Sanctuary for some strange reason, even though I don't want to be. Right. Look. Look, you. Let's get out of here while we're still kind of alive.
Coordinates locked. Time to teleport.
Yeah, just get a move on, will you? I mean, I'm freezing to death. I've got broken bones and all sorts. I must admit, that's one interesting thing I find with Genesis is that it seems to take forever to teleport. You know, if you get like a tech teleporter, it's next to instantaneous, but for some strange reason, this teleportation just takes forever. And you're not protected. Okay. You're not even protected either. So it's like, oh, good grief.
Here we are, right on target.
Good. Nice know. Right, I'm getting hassled by dodos. Alright, fair enough. Right, we're in deep duty here. Well, our health's starting to go back, so we're consuming some food. This is the reason. Ah, that was a good guess. That was. What the heck was that? I didn't like whatever that was. I didn't like it. Oh, it was one of them. It was a Pelagonus. It must have been that thing. Right. Anyway, ooh, there's a glitch here.
Yeah, that's it. I was curious how the simulation was doing overall, so I took a peek as I was fixing that glitch. For starters, you're doing fine. We make a ripping team. But the overall numbers... Survivors are dying in droves. Starvation, violence, accidents, a bit of everything. This is supposed to be a survival test, but the death rate is off the charts. We'd best be careful, huh?
Well, yeah. Given that I end up in the lunar biome. That wasn't the plan. Good grief. Yeah, I think it's a feature, because once on whenever I actually spawned in a new character, I couldn't actually get it to spawn into a bed, but I could at least pick an area close by, and yet for some strange reason now it just it just doesn't care. Right. Anyway, speaking of don't caring, if we have a look on here, access inventory. There we go. That's the reason I wanted to come here. It was a good guess actually coming to east. I knew there was somewhere I wanted to come. I just wasn't quite sure where. So let's have a look. I'm going to download Goldie. So Goldie, well, one thing to point out is that, well, we can't bring any flies. Well, you can bring flies across. The only drawback is they can't fly, which makes them absolutely useless, basically. I mean, I can understand why. I mean, as we'll get further into the game. But anyway, I want to bring Goldie into here because she hasn't been doing much. Or is she alright, okay, sorry. Goldie's a he. I thought Goldie was a she. She's not. He's not. He's a he. Aren't you? For some strange reason I thought it was a she. Never mind. What I also want is... You want a saddle. Otherwise there's not much point having you here. Well, you could still do some use, but yeah. Be better off if you could actually be rideable for one thing. So gear, right, now I don't have any element, but I can actually get some off HLNA, which is quite useful. So yeah, it's a case of you want to get started, and I mean, you may as well make life easy, so it's a case of let's download some items straight from the actual beacon system. Right, so that'll be your saddle. That gets me some of them. For some reason I didn't really anticipate needing any food like this, but never mind. It is what it is. Be easy enough to get some. Right, so I've got your saddle. Gloves. Oh, we can't do that yet. Right, okay, you're going to be fussy. Yeah, we should be able to get some element of HLNA. I just can't remember if this stuff works. I think they've disabled some of the tech, but we'll find out. I mean, I've got myself some furs because there's a snow biome and that is brutally cold, so I'm making sure I'm covered against that problem. Radiation suit as well. I've got plenty of saddles for that's for the entire Rex army actually, plus the I've also got an actual tech saddle for Rexy baby. I thought I'd bring him along. Now I also have some diggers. These are new ones because I had quite a few spares over at the island. I mean, all the giggers, well, yeah, all those ones on Extinction, they bought the farm basically. I'm out of curiosity, I want to try my Reaper Hunter. So Reaper Hunter is an actual rock drake. Now I don't know if it'll actually be able to do anything, but you never know. But for now, I'm going to give you a saddle. So obviously this is a water biome, which is going to count against me basically. But what we can do is, yeah, at least I can get around. So what we'll do is we'll try and transport some. What the heck? I can't see for the tree. Now there you go. Yeah, see, I can't see for the trees. So what we can do is at least we can start going other places. But I mean, you look on this biome, it is mostly just water. But the good thing is it's relatively quiet, so at least we could actually build a sort of like a base to at least get started, for example. I mean, that's what I like about that. That's basically direct access to the beacon system, which is useful. Oh, hang on. You're going to be following me, aren't you? Stay put. So yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure we can still build around here. There's some places you can't build. That's the one thing I don't like about this, I must admit. Because they've got these missions, it's a case there's actually some places where you just can't build, which is a bit of a pain. What happened to I thought I had an axe. Oh, there it is there. May as well grab that. I don't think I've actually got any. I probably didn't bring. Yeah, I didn't bring any fuel though. Ah, hey, chilling here. Ha 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 ha. Now, if I can get this thing to stay still, because it's got this annoying habit of. Seriously, stop moving around. It's the one thing I don't like about this. It's annoying because it moves around.
G'day, survivor. Here's what I've got.
Good. So there's things we can actually just buy. I mean, I must admit, when I first saw this, I was starting to panic because I thought, this is like, it's going to be like every other multiplayer game where you actually end up essentially paying for like credits. In which case, people who pay into the game get a better deal.
Nothing looks good?
Just a bit of noise going on outside, so I just thought I'd just pause a bit there. Right, anyway, where was I? Yeah, so, yeah, I must admit, when I first saw this, I thought, yeah, it's going to be like, this is going to be like any other multiplayer game in the past where...
Got some hexagons you're keen to spend?
You get all these items. I mean, it basically, to me, it spoils the game. The whole point of ARK was, you know, grinding, survival, all this sort of stuff. That was one of the main points of the game. Now it's a case of go around, fix all these glitches, do missions, and you'll get all these things. You can get all this stuff for free, and it saves you doing the grinding, which kind of like takes away the immersion of anything. But yeah, I was starting to panic, thinking, "Oh, Struth, we're going to end up in this situation where."
Just browsing?
Yeah, we're going to end up in this situation where you're going to end up being able to pay real money for actual things. And I wasn't really keen on that. Anyway, I'm literally starving. And I think there was a dodo around here somewhere. I think we'll then. Thank you very much. Right. What I am going to do is I need to build a fire. Have I learned the fire one yet? Yes, I have. Now. It needs stone. This is not... See, I could actually buy... See, this is the thing, you see, with it being a survival game. At this stage, you'd be wanting to chop the trees down and all sorts, but it's a case of, well, you can just get the credits, you know, and then just no bother. I think the catch is I can't see any stone around it. Oh, there's a pego. I hate them things. Oh, stop grumbling. Yeah, I'll have to find some stone, but I suppose that's one of the arguments is, yeah, why bother if you can just buy them? Right, where have you gone? Come, not you, you. Look. This is going to be fun. It's all coming flooding back as I was playing this when it first came out.
Welcome to the Hexagon Exchange.
Yeah. This was all fun, I must admit. Trying to get her to stay. Yeah. Trying to get her to stay still was a nightmare. Right. And now I need Flint. Look, will you stay still?
G'day, Survivor. Here's what I've got.
Good. Nice.
Cheers, Survivor.
Yeah, danke schön. Right, so I better build a fire. Because I'm starving to death. That's obviously just simply because we ended up on that lunar biome, which is just nuts. Right, let's put that there. A bit of luck will actually survive long enough to. Oh dear Lord! Right, we get some. Right, while that's cooking, I mean my health is seriously going down. I suppose you could. I mean, you can still just forage for stuff around here. At least you can try. Yeah, that'll keep me going for a few more seconds, I suppose. Hello. Needed some seeds, that was exciting. Oh, don't set yourself on fire, dude. Right, well that gives me something to eat anyway. We'll get our food back and then we'll start getting our health back. So, have a look at the map. That looks a lot better, I must admit, from this point. Let's get rid of the pointers. There's no point having that because it doesn't exist. Right, there you go. That was one thing I used to do. That in this the actual biome that's down in the bottom right, the actual bug. That was a nightmare to navigate. I think that's in part why they've probably sort of like blocked you from using flyers. If you have a flyer, it would be so much easier, and then you can actually enable flyers if you want to. But yeah, I can certainly see it makes life a heck of a lot more hard. Anyway, I think what I'm going to do is I want to rip this place up because, well, I'm pretty sure I can at least build something here. It's just the mission areas, so if I do... What can I build? I thought there's no point... Well, I can't find any stone around. Well, again, I mean, I could just, like, buy it off HLNA if I particularly wanted to. It says... I prefer S Plus over the vanilla stuff. And the reason I don't know all of these is just the fact that I reset the character quite a while ago, so I've only been learning what I needed. I mean, this is a completely new map. It's really quiet, so it doesn't really matter if I just use wood. The question is, can we make anything though? Oh, yes, we got woof. Yeah, that'll be good. That'll be good. Try to make some woof. So I'm pretty sure I can build down here. So this is quite handy because I'm literally right next to a beacon. So you can see I could still at least build here. So what I could do is clear this area out. I mean, I could build something up here, I could build it down there. I quite like down here because we've got access to the water as well. Now, it says we need element. Now, I can get element. But I'm pretty sure they've blocked certain things from working anyway. Hold on, didn't want to do that. Let's put that back. I didn't bring Fubar. I didn't bring any of the dinos that could help me do this. And I don't really want to go back all the way back to extinction just for that. So I think I'm going to do it the hard way or the easy way. How much are those? Yeah, we've used it quite.
Welcome to the Hexagon Exchange.
Oh, 2,000. You need 2,000 credits. I mean, we're getting about 1,000 credits for each time we do one of those glitches. You'll get credits every time you do certain missions. And yeah, so that's 2,000 credits for one element, so that's going to be fun. And then you can save up credits for this sort of these little loot boxes as well. So oh no, that's what I haven't noticed that before. Oh, that's just my inventory. Is that my inventory? That doesn't make sense. So to go back to there, it's kind of weird, like telling you how. Yeah, I suppose that just tells you how much you've got. Because it's not as if I can like sell things back. Oh, I don't know, what are they? Oh, you're buying Engram points. All right, I didn't realise that. I'm looking at these thinking they're actually the credits and not they're Engram points. Like, oh, there's palm. So there's quite a few things you can buy to save yourself some trouble. So, for instance, I can just go and buy some of that, and then that'll actually save me a bit because I've got the chainsaw. Woohoo!
Let's do this again.
Yeah, whatever. So I can just let loose with the actual chainsaw now. Woohoo! The only drawback is I can't carry it all. Yo, kitty cat. Technically he's not a cat. I'm gonna have to drop some of this because it's too. Then I'm gonna have to pick it up quickly. See, this is where it comes in handy having your actual fly as like an RG, because then I'll be able to get the RG to pick all that up. Right, tell you what. I'm feeling generous. You can carry all these, and I'll pick up all these, and then you can carry all these ones as well. Although, granted, you won't be able to get very far. Oh wow! I didn't realise you got little red paws. Ah, cool. I'm just looking at it. I've noticed that. I always thought he was like just a more or less gold all round. He's not. He's got a red top. He's got like. He looks as though he's been having one too many drinks. Really, like if you look at his eyes. Oh, hang on, I keep falling down. I keep falling down. I mean, no, I better not do that. Given what happened last time, I know what's going to happen now. Right, so what I'm going to do is basically start clearing this whole area out, because if I look at the wood, I can at least get something, because this is all just wood, fibre and thatch. And I've got my, I should have a sickle on me. No, it's on the thylacoleo over there. You've got it, haven't you? So I'll take that back. So we should be able to clear this place out. Then we can start getting ourselves at least a starting place down there. And then we're going to start thinking about doing some more exploring. So, here and well, we've managed to get ourselves a kind of like a starting point. But I'd love to know why that roof hasn't quite lined up. It's kind of like quite slightly out of sync there. But anyway, I've just been around here with tons of foundations, tons of ceilings, so I'm at the point where I've now actually got somewhere to actually sleep. So it's a case of at least I can log off, and if I do die I can respawn back at this bed. Although, yeah, I mean this thing's always going to keep popping up, which instead I keep forgetting. Every now and again it asks you to say hello, so if we say hello, we get 300 hexagons for free. It's just crazy. One interesting thing I've found, actually, there's yeah, I can see a glitch right over there, but those things, they show up a lot better in the dark, so that's something I'm going to have to try to remember. But I mean, realistically, this place, I mean, yeah, I mean it's a water biome, so I really need to start bringing my water dinos over across. I didn't really get anything. I don't think I really got anything other than the yeah, I think I've got about 2 Basilosaurus. Yeah, I've got 2 of those, and that's about it, because I mean that was enough to be able to do the actual underwater caves. So I don't have anything else, and I mean that might be tempting while we're out here, because it's a big, massive, you know, water biome, and that's one thing I kind of like miss as we've gone through the other maps, as there's been no other place where we can actually enjoy like the creatures. that live under the water. I mean, I've had one of those big giant turtles. Was it a mega chelon or something? It's that that seriously freaked me out because it was nighttime. You heard this crashing and banging going on, and I'd seen this thing just swimming by every now and again. And you could hear this banging and crashing out. I was thinking, oh, Struth, is there something on the actual island or something? Because I thought it was Goldie was trying to attack something, and it wasn't. It was an actual Megalodon was chasing this Megachelon or whatever you call them, and it was it was trying to climb up onto the land, and it was like, oh, Struth, seriously freaked me out. Anywho. Right, so this thing didn't seem to be fussed about me building underneath it. I've ended up building around it because it just suddenly dawned on me. I mean, if I summon any dinos through this, they need to be able to land somewhere. Which actually reminds me, I wonder, what if we get... what if we get our rock drake? Because it's not blocking me. I'm just going with the default settings here. I mean, I'm not actually trying to... bring dinos that I can't, but just out of curiosity, what can we do with him? So there's your saddle. So he's all the way. He's been just sitting on aberration for ages. And I didn't have to clear that many trees because I had the. Yeah, so it just all of a sudden everything. I've got gamma turned on because it was pretty dark. Let me try and put it back again. It's a bit better. Yeah, so I didn't have to clear that many trees just because of the fact that I had the chainsaw. Now I wonder. Ooh. I'm curious. Now, this is going to be a bit of a gamble because I need to get him back up again. So, I mean, they can't actually swim. Yes! Now, that's something... it was puzzling me. I was wondering, ooh, can I bring a rock drake over and use that? Oh, that's cool. I mean, it's not really practical for... That sounds like a little monkey. Oh no, it's not that better not. Oh no, they're the Archaeopteryx, aren't they? I think that's an Archaeopteryx. Yeah, it's just an Archaeopteryx. It's not one of the annoying little raptor things. They drive me up the wall. So you can see there's our base over there. So nothing fancy because it was a case of, oh well, I don't have anything on me to be able to like grapple up or anything and be able to like build any roof, but at least I can start building on top of it, I suppose, if I want. And it's just temporary because I mean, my overall goal is if I can find a way to get decent element. I'm quite tempted to build a base underwater because that's something I haven't really done in this playthrough. That could be cool, that. I like it, I like it. Right, you can stay there, mate. Oh, you're following me. Hang on, don't follow me. You stay there. Right, I want to get you some meat. You can have that from Goldie. Actually, I should have got. I was going to say I should build a trough. The only drawback is you need metal, so we need to go somewhere to find metal. I mean, I can still get it off. HLNA. Let me just empty my pockets because I want to go to a different area. In how come I've got 32 meat on me for some strange reason. Oh, there's the campfire. I was wondering where I put the campfire. I've actually built myself just a basic bed. For some reason, I'm finding I glitch with the S Plus versions for some strange reason. I don't know why. I just get stuck. Right, so I'll just leave that there. Most of the other stuff I need. It's a bit of a pain. Now, One thing I did have problems with teleporting is sometimes these creatures I've got didn't come with me. It's a bit of a gamble, because you never know what you're going to run into. And I can't... I think there was problems if you actually ride... Yeah, I think it's problems if you ride the tame, and there's problems if you just teleport with your tame. Sometimes it doesn't teleport with you, so it's like... Grrr. Right, we're going to move somewhere else, so... Let's go to... I'm going to go over to the swamp, just for giggles. Because I'm trying to remember, I think... I'm pretty sure there's
Preparing to teleport.
There's metal in the swamp area. I mean, to be honest, I could have just built a load of things off map anyway. And I'm tempted to, because I've got to go back to the island to get to at least one of the Basilosaurus that we've tamed. Memory serves, I think I've got 2 males, so I don't think I can... No, I haven't said that I did breed them because they were twins now, I think, but Boris and Basil were twins. So I could bring both of them over.
Activated.
Okie dokie.
Teleporting always makes me a bit dizzy.
Oh, baryonyx. At least I'm not in the water. Right, let's get Goldie out. Right, that'll make my life easier. No, one thing I remember from this place is that there's we'll get a Sargo skin, why not? May as well. Oh! Oh, a Capro. Hey, you! I'm glad he's on neutral. that could have been so embarrassing. Right, where are we going? Right, so we are down. We're right down in the bottom corner, it seems. And I'm just remembering, you get these swarms, midges or whatever they are. I can never remember. One way I found to get out of their way was to literally get in the water. If you stand in the water, they didn't attack me. I also found if I was actually on a cold-blooded mount like a raptor, that didn't bother me either. But what I'm looking for is metal. What? Oh, it's because of the colours, that's why. The colours are on for the event. Goldie occupied. Let's see if we can find any metal around here. Because there's... Oh, wow, they're nice colours there. Seriously? I'm going to try and hassle a Thylacoleo. That's a cool coloured bug, I must admit. Let's put it down a bit. That's a bit better, I think. Oh, wow. Looks as though it's... Oh, it's an X-Raptor. Ooh. I don't like raptors. I mean, they're alright. I must admit, like, when I came in here with just like a brand new character starting from scratch, they were definitely useful having raptors. Almost found them quite useful, like, you know, if you're just starting out on a map. I mean, because they're not difficult to tame. It's a case of, you know, bowl them and then you can get yourself a decent raptor pack. So I do like those. But one of the problems I had... Oh, Struth, that could go bad. Oh! Jeez Louise! Ow, ow, ow! Jeez Louise, 145! That's always nerve-wracking, that. Yeah, they're... I've totally lost the plot now. But yeah, I must admit, once you tame like raptors early on, they're definitely useful. But the first time I came over here, man, I really struggled while I was in the swamp. It took me ages to get anywhere because I was struggling to like find like ways up. I mean, like with the Thylacoleo, it wouldn't be bothered. It shouldn't. Are you not going to climb the walls? I'm intrigued as to why this thing doesn't want to climb the walls. That's better. Yeah, because it's like, without a flyer, it's difficult getting around because there's these massive, like, rocks, hills, and all sorts. It was a real struggle getting anywhere. Of course, once you get one of the other dinos later on, it becomes a bit easier. And interestingly enough, they've actually hidden quite a lot of the glitches high up. And like I say, unless you've got a tame, it's quite a struggle. And I was really struggling because there was one area I found. I thought, oh, well, this is a great place to be. But the trouble I had then was that well, there's a case of there was an alpha Carno in the area, so that didn't go too well. I really couldn't get anywhere because there's alpha Carno. Oh well, he survived that quite well. Now I'm trying to remember. I think these. There you go. I've got a bleed attack. You don't. This thing's got like a stun attack, but oh, what, another 145. Crikey. Like, ARK's notorious for like really low level creatures. But you sure? Are these the ones that give us narco berries? Yeah, you can get narco berries out of these. I hate these oviraptors. Oh, little oviraptors that go padding around behind you and you seriously freak me out. So this looks as though it's going to be a lot easier for me because I've got the fight polio. Whereas before when I came in here, it was a case it was just me starting from scratch. Ooh, that's a cool little Kentro. So it's a real struggle, I must admit, doing it that way. I mean, I'm pretty confident. Ooh. So these are, as far as I'm aware, these are X-Raptors. So they're, yeah, these are X-Raptors, so I think they do more damage. They're kind of like, similar to like corrupted dinos, so they do a lot more damage than a normal one. I wonder what level that is then. I'm just bouncing up and down to stop it pouncing on me. What we got in here? Oh, just arrows. Oh, whoop-de-doo. Oh, not more bugs. I'm surprised we haven't been targeted by a swarm. So the last time I played it was a case of that swarm. It didn't bother me because once I got some raptors, they just left me alone, and I was actually on. I was just going all over the place on raptors to begin with. So it kind of like made sense. I was thinking, oh well, these are cool, it's a cold-blooded creature, and it's only attracted to blood, to like warm-blooded creatures. So for whatever reason, you riding a raptor doesn't seem to be particularly interesting to me. I'm sure somewhere on this map there is metal. Oh, jeez Louise! Where the heck did that thing go to? Wow, there's a lot of raptors around here. These are really cool. Coloured ones, I must admit, as well. Yeah, usually as long as I just bounce up and down with the fire polio, then it's not that much of a hassle. The only thing is, I'm pretty sure if I go in the swamp with a baryonyx, it'll chew me to pieces. So let's see. So we want to be. Yeah, doing this on foot is extremely difficult. So I'm really glad I brought the Thylacoleo. Well, I must admit, gliding on that rock drake looks pretty tempting. There's somewhere I need to be. Ooh, hang on a minute, bugs. Hang on a minute. Ooh. Yeah, I just remembered something else that lives in the pub. Okay, this might be a bad idea. Right, if I'm not to find it, where the heck did I find metal now? I can see I'm going to end up searching around now looking for... Oh, wow. I think the timing of this is good because there's still a bit of time left on the... for the actual event while I'm recording this, so I'm getting to see some really cool colours here. I've done another cap roll. Seriously? Haha! Got you. Drones, capos, raptors. This part's supposed to be the easy map. You think I'm on? I mean, I'm having a lot of hassle and I'm on a Thylacolio. But part of the challenge of this map, it's not just about, like, you know, you can still build on the map, but there's a lot of missions that you've got to, or well, you can do, I should say. There's some interesting ones, and that's why I brought the actual giggers with me, because there's some hunting ones, and there's different missions for different zones. But you can see there's, like, we're hitting the boundaries. That's one thing that really threw me, I must admit, because when I first actually played it, you can see, like, there's pteranodons, so I actually tamed a pteranodon, only to find that it wouldn't fly. So it can fly when it's wild, but when you get one, it doesn't fly. It's definitely a weird simulator. I'm definitely liking these colours, I must admit. But I'm trying to see if I can find any... Well, at least you can get some stone there, so that's something. So whereabouts are we now? So we're heading kind of west. What's the escape key? Yeah, we're heading kind of west. So I think as far as I'm aware, that gets pretty noxious. The trouble is I don't know if this tech gear will actually do anything. Oh, there's dung beetles. Ah, cool, so we can get dung beetles here as well. Ah, now there's a glitch over there. I'm supposed to be looking for metal, but at least I can find the glitch. So yeah, I don't really want to be going into that. Unless I've got some sort of... Oh, there you go. So you've got all of those midgy sort of things. Now they're not targeting me at the minute. And I suspect... I'm surprised because I thought it was just because I was on a raptor and it was... This case, oh, you're on a cold-blooded dino, so it's not going to do anything. I need to get up and sort this glitch out. I'll probably get targeted then. And if it does, I'm going to have to... The trouble is, if it does target you, then it's relentless. I mean, you can actually destroy them, you can actually kill them. But as far as I remember, the actual hitbox was difficult. I can't see it.
Too right. I fixed the glitch, but I spotted another change to the simulation. One I don't think the designers intended. It's the swamp gas in the bog biome. As designed, it was just supposed to put you to sleep if you lingered in it too long. But it's killing survivors by the slab. Don't breathe it in, unless you've got a mask or something.
Well noted. Well, wherever this metal is, I'm struggling to find it again. It might be deeper into the hole, because I'm just going around the edges. Because I ended up... I mean, you saw like there was like a little marker on the map. That's why I ended up camping. Because there was quite a lot of metal there. That's definitely what I'm interested in. So I'm going to have a bit of a poke around. See if I can find it again. Is that it? Oh, it's another plumbing capro. Yeah, go and play with a parasol. Parasol? Parasol. Ah, now here, what's this over here? Oh. Da. Ew. I think this is the realm of the Bloodstalkers. Crying out loud. Go ahead, drones. Yeah, this is supposed to be the easy part of the map. There's piranhas as well, but at least I found some metal anyway. So that's a plus, I found some metal. So I suppose, I mean, you're carrying too much meat, you don't need this much meat, do you? So we're going to grab this metal. We'll dump all the old meat. I'll bring some back to the rock drake. That's not going to help me yet. One iota. At least now I can get some. Wrong one. Wrong one. Wrong two. Wrong two. Don't even have the right dino to harvest it either. Hang on. Right. You grab that. Oh. Oh, there's a Carno. Wait. Annoying creatures. That's quite amusing, actually. We're doing a bleed damage to that, and that one breaks our legs. Right, hang on. Right. Oh, hang on. Can you carry more metal? Of course you can. Ooh, right up against your limit though, aren't we? And I can't put you in a cryopod. Ooh. Right, I think we'll have to go back to base then. I'm going to have to keep my fingers crossed that this thing's going to come back with me.
Hello, you.
Hello to you too, and thanks for the hexins, by the way. Right, I need to go back to the ocean biome over to the east.
Coordinates locked. Time to teleport.
Okay. Keep up. Because if you get lost over here, we're in deep duty. Yeah, he's on neutral, so he should be fine. I mean, he's level 276 now, so I'm sure he can survive pretty much anything. And he's got an ascendant saddle on him. And this takes forever.
Teleport now.
Why does it take so long? It shouldn't take this long.
Teleporting always makes me a bit dizzy.
Okay. In which case I'm gonna have to keep the rope drag out of there then. There's a pro tip, which way you actually get teleported to. Right, so what I can do in that case, I can pull all of that metal over to here. So that's a good thing. So how much did we get? Well, actually, I got a ton of hide as well. So that's, whoa, that's a lot of hide. In fact, we haven't even got the storage space for it. Wow, okay. I'll pull the metal, right, I'll pull the metal over because there's quite a bit. So, wow, he's carrying quite a bit. So that's just over 500 that we've got. Which means I can start making... Now, I need metal ingots for that, but Oh, Fubar, I forgot you can't. It's the... Ah, grrr, it was the stone I needed. Yes, I need the stone for that, so I can make the actual metal ingots. Ah, Fubar. We didn't keep any stone, did we? Grrr. Right, I can see me having to go back there again, but I mean, at least we've got a foothold on this place now, so we can get started. So, just in case, I just need to build up some more resources, get some stone in particular, some more metal, and then we can start kind of making progress around here. But at some point, I'm going to have to go back to the island. I don't want to really sort of like leave anything around though, unless I've got something to protect the actual dinos, because there's a... I'm sure there's one of these, because these are kind of like boxes, if you will, to actually start the missions. So that's what you do. There's these different missions that you can do, and that's what they're for. So there's another one down there. So I can actually summon the you know, the water creatures that I've got through the beacon system, so I can upload them into the beacon. And I mean, there's a bit of a risk in that you can actually transport dinos using cryopods. You can put it into a cryopod, put the cryopod into the beacon. The only drawback is they could end up coming out just like level 1 or something, which is seriously risky. And the other thing, unless I've got some sort of area around here to protect my dinos, I don't really want to just leave them in the water, because there's all sorts in there really. So yeah, that'd be a bit risky. So that's something to be thinking about later on. But oh man, I'm seriously pleased now I've got I can use the rock drake. I just crossed my mind because I was over at all of the different places we've been to so far, and I thought, oh, I wonder if I can bring a rock drake over from Aberration, because I really haven't done much with these other than on Aberration itself. I mean, they can kind of like go across on the water and they can jump out of the water. I just got to be careful, because you can see there's you know, those electroforests down there, for example. There'll be those Idaria and all sorts around that can cause all sorts of mischief. But at least he can glide, so that might make my life easier. But I've got the Thylacoleo as well, and he can climb up the cliffs when he can be bothered. So that should help me get around a lot easier. So yeah, quite a bit of resource gathering to do. I'll do that off camera, because it's just a case of, yeah, a lot of grinding basically. But yeah, lots to explore still. Lots to explore, because we're only just getting started. And I'm thinking probably the next place to think of is really probably going to be the snow biome, I think. I'm quite tempted to go and have a look over there. But that's for another episode.